Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Crystal. Last time, we explored the last route in the entire Johto region, that being Route 45. We also explored a little bit of Dark Cave, and we finally got our Eevee to evolve into the almighty Espeon. It's going to be learning a really good move at level 36, which is why I wanted to get it to evolve by then, so hopefully we'll be getting to that point soon. Anyway, this time, we are going to be taking on the gym in this town, because there is in fact only one gym left in the entire Johto region for us to conquer. Very cool. Now, fun fact about this guy, Claire, our gym leader, is waiting for you. However, it would be impossible for a run-of-the-mill trainer to win. This guy's interesting because if you manage to sort of cheat your way to Blackthorn City without having 7 badges, he will actually stand in front of this door right here and won't let you in. However, as far as I know, it is not possible to get to this city without having 7 badges already, so that behavior cannot actually be observed without cheating. Blackthorn City Pokemon Gym, Leader Claire, the blessed user of Dragon Pokemon. Yes indeed, the last gym in the entire Johto region is a gym of Dragon types. Yo, champion making. It's been a long journey, but we are almost done. Count on me. Claire uses the mythical and sacred Dragon-type Pokemon. You can't damage them very easily, but you know, they're supposed to be weak against Ice-type moves. Yes indeed, the game threw the Ice Path at you right before this gym to say, you know what, we gave you Ice types, it's fine. But honestly, I'm of the opinion that that is not enough. So I definitely recommend getting that Ice Punch TM from the Goldenrod department store and teaching it to whatever you can teach it to. Your first battle against dragons? I'll show you how tough they are. Now, you might have noticed in my party just earlier that I have Sudowoodo with us. That is because this is yet another gym that will actually require the use of strength in order to get through. However, it's slightly different from the Cianwood gym in that you are not required to fight the gym leader with a Pokemon that knows strength in your party. Because once you use strength in this area, you can leave and come back as much as you want, and the path that strength opens up will continue to be opened up, so keep that in mind. You need to bring in a Pokemon with strength in order to navigate the gym the first time, but on subsequent visits you won't actually need it. So before we fight the gym leader, I will be going back and getting Heracross out of the PC. Not sure how much Heracross is actually going to be useful in these battles, but I figured I'd point it out just the same. Anyway, as you can see, these trainers like to use the Dratini line. And that is because the Dratini line, as of right now, are the only dragon types accessible. This is another instance similar to the Ecruteak gym. They trained ghost types and they used exclusively the Ghastly line. Not quite the same thing happens in this gym. You will be seeing Dratini and Dragonair in this gym, but you will not be seeing Dragonite. But there is one Pokemon that was introduced in Generation 2 that is of the Dragon type, and you will be seeing it in this gym. So you get a little bit more variety here, but you still only see 3 unique Dragon types in the entire place. Anyway, does this seem familiar? Yeah, it's the puzzle from the Ice Path. They taught you how to do that back there so you would know what to do here, and yes indeed, this is the first 2-floor gym in the series, and let me tell you, it was revolutionary for quite a while. Anyway, this demonstrates that if you push a rock down a pit in this gym, you will actually be able to walk on it on the floor below. However, that rock really doesn't do anything for us, it's mainly just there to demonstrate the mechanic and how it works. So, you're not required to push that boulder under any capacity. I figured I'd just show it off, as the game intended. I can't allow a nameless trainer past me. Claire would be livid if I did. Alright, got our trainer number 2 right here. Let's see what this one is going to use. One Pokemon, it is Seadra. Now, Seadra and its pre-evolution Horsea are interesting because they are not dragon types at all. However, they do evolve into a dragon-type Pokemon known as Kingdra, which I believe I mentioned in the first episode of the series as one of those Pokemon that you need to trade to obtain. So, yeah, a little bit more variety here, as I said, but of course the trade-off for that is we are fighting potentially entire trainers, as we see here, without a single dragon type on their team. Because since Seadra is pure water, you can just nail it with a Thunder Punch. Now, dragon types are very, very interesting because they are only weak to ice and dragon. However, Kingdra is part water type, which means it is only weak to dragon. I very highly doubt you have any worthwhile dragon type moves by this point in your adventure, so be prepared for a bit of a tough fight later on in this gym because Kingdra is not easy to take down. Like, seriously. Ugh. Think about it like Whitney's Miltank. Personally, I have much worse memories of the Kingdra in this gym than I do of Whitney's Miltank as a longtime player of this game. Anyway, we're going to push that down there, and then I think we'll clear out the rest of this area up here. It's not as if we all use Dragon-type Pokemon. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. In Generation 2, there weren't really too many types to make gyms out of because of the overlap with Generation 1, and as a result, Johto kinda got screwed into having some, in my opinion, not very good gyms, just because it got stuck with a Ghost-type gym and a Dragon-type gym, which at this point in the series had very, very little representation in terms of Pokemon, with only 4 each. Really not all that great, but it definitely improves later on in the series. I believe the next Dragon-type gym to appear... Actually, I don't think a new Dragon-type gym appears until Generation 5, I want to say. And by then there are a lot more Dragon types to appear in the game, so the gym in that game obviously has quite a bit more representation, which is nice. And I believe the next Ghost-type gym to appear is in Generation 4, and again, there are a lot more Ghost types by that point in the series, so they definitely have a lot more representation. So I guess, in a way, Generation 2 is kind of like a testing ground for gyms of these types. Anyway, Electabuzz gets level 37 and over 100 health, which is awesome. Rats, if only I had a dragon, said like half of the trainers in this gym. Anyway, push this boulder over, and we can push this one down, and the boulder fell through. Very nice. Now that we've done that, we can head down these stairs, and we have trainer number 4, I want to say. My chance of losing? Not even 1%. Well, odds have been wrong before. I mean, I don't know if anyone else in the comments has did the math on the odds of me catching that Suicune a few episodes ago, but I looked into the formula, and let me tell you, those odds were pretty darn low, so yeah, pretty exciting stuff. Anywho, this is our first instance of a Dragonair. This Pokemon evolves from Dratini, so if you obtained a Dratini to trade for that Dodrio last episode, this is what you need to evolve into. Just remember that the Dratini used for the in-game trade in Blackthorn City is required to be female when you trade it as a Dragonair, so keep that in mind. Also, the fact that we did not one-shot this Dragonair makes me incredibly nervous for the remaining fights in this gym. This gym, rightfully so, as the last gym in the Johto region, is tough. I'm not going to lie. This gym might very well have its way with us. Also, I love the positioning of this trainer, which means I have to go up the stairs and back down in order to get past him. Anyway, one trainer left. Dragons are sacred Pokemon. They are full of life energy. If you're not serious, you won't be able to beat them. Oh, I am definitely keeping that in mind. I have the gym leader's team in front of me, and I'm kind of nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Ugh. Alright, so we have a Dratini coming out right here. Hopefully it doesn't know Dragon Rage, because it would be really, really disappointing if it did. You know, I should probably just keep my mouth shut whenever I think about saying things like this. Anyway, let's switch to Espeon and see what it can do. I mean, this is a Dragon-type gym, so it's not the greatest matchup in the world. But let's see what we can do. I'm pretty sure Bite is technically a special move in this game, so Espeon's Bite attack should actually do quite a bit of damage, which is what we're seeing right here, which is nice. Alright. One more Bite should bring down this Dratini, and hopefully this person doesn't have too many more Pokemon. Let's see here. Okay, they've only got one left. Very nice. This Dragonair, I'm nervous about this. I really don't want to have Espeon lose happiness because, like, we went through all that work to get it high up, and I mean, I guess it technically doesn't matter now. But, oh wow, it actually missed. Nice. But yeah, let's keep on using this Bite, and hopefully we can actually bring this thing down. Oh, we got the Flinch also. Man, Espeon putting in the work right here. Nice, that's probably level 35. Oh, so close. Oh, that's rough. Anyway, we defeated Cool Trainer Lola. Way to go. Way to go, indeed. Anyway, as you can see, whenever we transition maps, these boulders will actually remain in place. So if we go upstairs and go back downstairs, they're still there. And I just noticed a corner of these things is gray for some reason. That's weird. But yeah, since that is how these boulders work, we can technically leave the gym, deposit Sudowoodo, and come back. So I'm going to go do that, and I'm also going to heal at the same time, because boy oh boy, I think I'm going to need all the healing I can get. Okay, Heracross is back with us, and I have gone back and healed, so I think we're as ready as we'll ever be. And if it sounds like I'm not confident, that's because I'm legitimately scared for this fight. Like, oh boy. It's gonna be interesting. We'll just say that. Which side are we gonna approach you from? We gotta think of the thumbnail. I think we'll go for the symmetry. I am Claire, the world's best Dragon Master. I can hold my own against even the Pokémon League's Elite Four. Do you still want to take me on? Fine, let's do it. As a gym leader, I'll use my full power against any opponent. Oh boy, here we are, the 8th and final gym leader in the Johto region. This is Gym Leader Claire. She is going to open up with a Dragonair, level 37, with the moves Surf, Slam, Thunder Wave, and Dragon Breath. At least I hope that's what this thing is. Claire, for whatever reason, has 3 Dragonair on her team. They all share Slam, Thunder Wave, and Dragon Breath. One has Surf, one has Thunderbolt, and one has Ice Beam. The Surf one is listed first on like every resource I've looked at, so I'm assuming this is the one with Surf. Anyway, managed to get the miss on whatever it tried to use on me there. I wasn't actually paying attention. And Feraligator gets level 34. Very nice. Crobat also gets a level 35. Very nice. Feraligator's actually pretty low relative to most of the team. Anyway, up next we have the second Dragonair. Level 37 with Slam, Thunderwave, Dragon Breath, and either Thunderbolt or Ice Beam. I don't know which because the AI can pick whatever it darn well pleases. I really hope it's not the one with Thunderbolt though, because Thunderbolt can hurt a lot. And it looks like it finally got off the Thunder Wave, which is a little disappointing. But I mean, what are you going to do? It is the one with Thunderbolt. Ooh, this is going to hurt quite bad. I think a switch might be worth looking into, but it looks like we actually nailed the Ice Punch, which is really nice. I was a little nervous we weren't going to be able to. Down it goes. Alright, Crobat gets a little more experience. Next up is the third Dragonair. Now this is interesting. I don't think this thing's going to be able to one-shot Feraligator, so I think I'm going to stay in. And I hope we'll be able to get off a couple Ice Punches before it takes me out. This Dragonair is level 37 with the moves Ice Beam, Slam, Thunder Wave, and Dragon Breath, because we've seen the Thunderbolt one. I'm assuming she opened up with the Surf one, so this is probably the Ice Beam one, so you definitely want to keep that in mind when switching. You really don't know what you're going to get with these Dragonair until they throw it at you. So, yeah, be very, very careful about that. Now, I think I'm not going to heal here just because I feel like there's something a little bit more noble about beating a gym leader without healing. And after that whole ordeal with Morty, I really kind of want to get my revenge on the game itself. Anyway, I'm going to switch over to Electabuzz simply because Electabuzz is our highest leveled Pokemon. And hopefully we will be able to bring in some results. Now, Thunder Punch is actually not very effective on this thing. I'm going to try Dizzy Punch just to see what it does. Plus, like, I haven't used Dizzy Punch much in the series, and oh, that sucks. But oh wow, it's confused, which is really nice. Please hurt yourself, that would be so poetic. Yes! Nice. After all the time that the AI just hasn't hit itself in confusion, pulls through where it counts. Very, very nice. Alright, Leader Claire is about to use Kingdra. Oh boy, oh boy. This Kingdra is basically the final boss of the Johto region. This Kingdra is level 40 with the moves Surf, Dragon Breath, Smokescreen, and Hyper Beam. Yeah, they mean frickin' business when it comes to this Kingdra. Forget Whitney's Miltank, this Kingdra is the Pokemon that gave me nightmares as a kid. This thing is crazy. There's only one other Pokemon in the main story that I think is more threatening than this Kingdra, and we have not seen it yet. Luckily, it looks like it's actually being really stupid and just using Smokescreen on me and missing like half the time. So, yeah, I had a very, very easy time in that fight, but let me tell you, if that Hyper Beam hits you, you are not going to be laughing. Hyper Beam has, I want to say, like 150 power physical move. The opponent does have to recharge after a turn, but honestly, you have to recharge too. Like, that thing hurts so hard. You're going to be licking your wounds if it hits you. But yeah, we actually got incredibly lucky with that, and Claire has indeed been defeated. I lost? I don't believe it. There must be some mistake. I won't admit this. I may have lost, but you're still not ready for the Pokémon League. I know, you should take the Dragon User Challenge. Behind this gym is a place called the Dragon's Den. There is a small shrine at its center. Go there. If you can prove that you've lost your lazy ideals, I'll recognize you as a trainer worthy of a gym badge. Yep, this lady who we literally met 5 minutes ago is making a really, really poor judge of our character in my personal opinion, and even though we beat her, do you see a badge in our trainer case? No, because we don't get one for beating her, believe it or not. I'm pretty sure this is the only time in the series this happens. We have defeated the gym leader, but we do not get to claim the badge. We have one more challenge that we have to complete before we will be recognized as worthy. But honestly, the reward we get is pretty good for completing this additional challenge, so I wouldn't be too upset about it. I'd try and take it on the chin as much as you can. You were great to beat Claire. All that's left is the Pokémon League Challenge. You're on the way to becoming the Pokémon Champion. Excuse me, sir, do you see an 8th badge? I don't think so, because your gym leader can't get off her high horse and admit she was beaten. Ay. Anyway, I'm gonna head right around over here, and I think we're gonna heal up our Pokemon. And also, I don't want to make this come off the wrong way, but one interesting piece of trivia about this game, there are 3 female gym leaders in the Johto region, and the only one to actually just give you the badge without some sort of fuss is Jasmine. So I gotta say, Jasmine is probably my favorite gym leader in the Johto region. She just sort of beats the trope the game establishes and just gives you what you want after you help her out. So yeah, we do not have a badge. We need to go get a badge. So, this past episode of Pokemon Crystal, we went to the Blackthorn City Gym and we challenged Claire for the 8th badge of the Johto region. Unfortunately, because reasons, we do not yet have this badge. So yeah, I kinda lied to you with the video title a little bit, but I don't think it's too terribly bad. Because, I don't know, plot twists and all that. So next time on Pokemon Crystal, I think we're gonna need to head back around behind the Blackthorn City Gym and enter this so-called Dragon's Den to complete this challenge that Claire has laid out for us and hopefully, finally, for real this time, claim the 8th badge of the Johto region. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.